Hello besties, welcome back. Today I will show you how to make a beautiful stone effect. I know you're already familiar with the wood effect, but today I will teach you this stone effect. It's very nice. It will look good on your cakes and also on your cake board. So all you need to do is to get your leftover fondant icing, and these are my leftover fondant icing, and get it in different shades of brown. We have the dark brown, we have the light brown, we have the just different shades of brown, we have the coffee brown and the rest. And one thing or one trick of making this stone effect, stone effect is usually very rough, and it has some kind of fine lines, like this kind of rock like lines on it. So make sure that you bring in your fondants in bunch, like one bunch, second bunch and third bunch. Then you add everything together into pieces before you begin to roll. That was the trick I used here. And as you're rolling it, you notice that it's now beginning to give you this kind of marbled effect. And when you're applying color to your fondant to give it that brownish look or that light brown look, don't need your fondant, don't need the color in completely, just need in the color and twist, need in the color and twist until it gives you a marble effect. As you can see, you're seeing the marble effect on my fondant. You will notice that I did not really mix up the color properly on my fondant because I wanted it to give me that stone effect. So I kept on rolling, and at some point I will also flip it around to keep on rolling. Please besties, do me a favor by liking this video, share this video with your friends, subscribe and follow for more amazing videos like this. After rolling out my fondant, all I need to do was to get some crumbs of fondant. Although I have made these crumbs of fondant like 3 days ago, I had to leave it to dry out. We all know that we are in the harmattan period, so any little thing, our fondant dries out so fast. So I had to just cut out just how to make these crumbs of fondant. Just cut out little pieces of fondant, allow it to dry for over 2 days, and you got your crumbs of fondant. These crumbs of fondant helps me to get that texture or that rough texture of a stone effect. So I'm just applying it on my fondant, on top of my fondant. And also this is me adding in some brown sugar. After adding this brown sugar, I also got some white sugar I added because we really want to get a very rough edge or a very rough texture of a stone effect. After applying it on my fondant icing, I began to roll it out. Make sure that when you roll it out, it presses into your fondant icing. I love this stone effect because it gives your cake a kind of like a different look. The wood effect is very rampant, and people don't normally like to use the stone effect. Maybe people don't really know much about it, so that is why I had to make a tutorials on the stone effect. And as you can see, I'm still adding in more brown sugar. Please besties, if you're still watching, make sure you like this video, share this video with your friends, subscribe and follow for more amazing videos. And after adding in your brown sugar, roll it out, then get some of your fondant crumbs and also add in more. I just squeezed in my foil, and I was just trying to make some rough patches or some rough edges on the foil. This is my cake board. I applied some water on the cake board, and it's now time for us to place our fondant or our stone textured fondant on top of our board. So I had to use my rolling pin to roll it out, to roll out the fondant from my table. And I now had to bring in my cake board. Once you get in your cake board, just place your fondant on it. Don't worry about the tears because it is normal. We added so many things that are rough on the fondant, so it will begin to tear, but you don't need to worry. We even need the tear so that it will look more like rough, very rough. After placing your fondant on your cake board, just make sure you cut out the excess and use the excess to fill up those spaces that are showing the blackboard. After that, you can now roll it out to become more smooth. That was what I just did here. If you have any question, drop your questions at the comment section. I'll be there to reply to all your questions. I just used my knife to cut out the excess fondant or the excessive fondant. I kept it one side. After that, I had to get my ribbon in order to tape the sides of my board. Yes, that is a professional finish. I used uhu glue. I just applied uhu glue, and this is me just placing tipping the sides. Can you see how beautiful and how professional it's looking? And that was how I got the stone effect. Can you see how beautiful this is looking? Different colors, different shades of brown, the lines, the can you see the lines? Can you see how rough it's looking? Like you might even mistaken this for a rock or a stone. So this is how I made the stone effect. I hope you try it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Bye.